Every senator's head spins after Senator Kennedy blew Horowitz out of the swamp by us4trump.com. John Kennedy was on fire sitting on Capitol Hill just a few hours ago. He lit a roaring inferno under Horowitz and blew his "there was no bias" report out of the swamp water. One thing is certainly clear: the Louisiana senator knows how to get his point across. Furthermore, he has everyone laughing from the corner of their mouths. Take notes, folks. This is how a proper Louisiana grilling takes place. Senator Kennedy begins by asking the Inspector General, Michael Horowitz, if he believes in the Easter Bunny. Then Michael responds no, with an obvious suppression of laughter around the corner of his lips. Wasting no time, the senator asked if Horowitz believes if Jimmy Hoffa died of natural causes, to which the Inspector General replied with an open smile. He replies, "Not based on what I have read." At this point, everyone on Capitol Hill is wondering what mischief the senator is up to. And without much ado and perfect timing, the Louisiana Republican hits the ball home. And boy, oh boy, it's a screaming red alert fireball. John says, "Do you honestly believe that the American people are going to look at this report and look at those emails and not believe there was no bias?" Well, that wiped a smile clean off the Inspector General's face. Then Kennedy continues, "And people acting on bias? And the fix was in at the FBI?" The look on Horowitz's face says it all. He literally draws his face down and eyebrows raised as he launches into the worst explanation to defend his action by saying there was no bias in the report. Then Kennedy, dousing water on Michael's diatribe, says, "Stop yakking." Yes, the senator actually said that to the potential swamp creature Horowitz, and the Justice Department's Inspector General deserved it. The IG report is titled "A Review of Various Actions by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Department of Justice in Advance of the 2016 Election." Senator John Kennedy scorches the bias-filled IG report. Kennedy makes Michael Horowitz eat dirt and admit there was political bias littered throughout the investigation. Then Kennedy finishes and hoists Loretta Lynch up on a hook. "Mr. Horowitz, do you believe in the Tooth Fairy?" Senator John Kennedy scorches the bias-filled IG report. Kennedy makes Michael Horowitz eat dirt and admit there was political bias littered throughout the investigation. Then Kennedy finishes and hoists Loretta Lynch up on a hook. "Mr. Horowitz, do you believe in the Tooth Fairy?" Let's take a quick listen. It's actually quite good.
Believe in the Tooth Fairy?
No.
Do you believe in the Easter Bunny?
No.
Do you believe that Jimmy Hoffa died of natural causes?
Not based on what I've read.
Do you honestly believe that the American people are going to look at this report and look at those emails and not believe that there was bias and people acting on bias and that the fix was in at the FBI?
I completely understand the concern, Senator, and that's why we've laid all this out here, and that's why we found that it impacts the credibility of the handling of the investigation. And what we say here is not, as Senator Crapo mentioned, which is that there was no bias, but rather what we were asked to look at was whether the specific decisions we reviewed were affected by bias. And those particular decisions here that we're talking about were decisions made mostly by the prosecutors, not by any of the individuals you just indicated there, and where there was that concern, which was in October, where Agent Strzok was in fact a decision maker. It's precisely why we found the concern we found.
Stop you, because if I go now, I can get in one more question. Your classified index.
Yes.
Does it contain or discuss an email that refers to a conversation allegedly between Attorney General Lynch and a person by the name of Amanda Renteria?
I'm not sure what I can say about that publicly, given the matter's classified. So I would ask you if I can get back to you.
Well, look, the fix was in. Everybody with a half a brain knows it. And I'm glad that the guy said to him, John Kennedy said to him, stop yakking, because he was giving a runaround. And notice how they always say, yes, we were concerned. We're concerned. Watch that word, concerned. Always concerned, like to verify, yes, we acknowledge that. Yeah, and that was concerning. Yeah, oh, it was concerning, but you ignored every fact that was placed in front of you, right? So, but you're concerned. Yeah, right. Uh-huh. They always say that was concerning. Yeah, that concerning. I always hear that word, and yet they do nothing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.